Hello, everyone, and welcome to Drunken Confessions, episode 76, I think.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even discuss that. We have no idea
No,
where
we
we're at.
have not, but I'm just going to go with 76. So starting today, we're starting with episode 76.
Well,
it just-
when you get in the 70s, you really keep counting the age.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or you
Yeah.
just get told how old you
Oh,
are.
yeah, because no, we're totally celebrating 100. So we will
Well, yeah.
we will make sure that the number is correct next week so we can get back on track.
Right.
Let's be honest. We're not doing. There's no more math. Like we're not. There's no more math. There's no more counting. There's
yeah,
no.
it doesn't exist anymore.
Like it's just not tonight. No.
We're done.
I'm laying down the rule. No count. No recounts.
And welcome to Drunken Confessions. All right. Well, on that note, I am Cass, your spirit guide. We have Amy, our host, with her husband
Hello.
Jeremy. We have the beautiful Stephanie,
Hi.
and we have
Wow, that was
Hey.
lackluster.
what? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it bad for you to come after Stephanie?
Oh no, I made a stupid face. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
All right, stop with the stupid.
Damn it.
Hmm.
No stupid faces. No.
Eh.
No stupid faces. So tonight, first
Let
we're
it be
gonna
low and
cheers
brow.
for everyone still being here. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo.
So tonight, there's a lot of shit that's been going on. So we didn't actually even plan a schedule or anything like that, just because there's so much going on that we decided just to kind of wing it tonight. I'm coming at you from actually in my house.
Woohoo.
Yay.
I love that you're phrasing that in the context of a conscious decision and not just the way shit worked out.
No, actually, Amy and I talked, Dave. We decided that this is the way it was going to be.
Oh.
Don't
The way
question
I
us.
heard it last night was nobody's doing anything ahead of time, so screw it. We're just gonna wing
No,
it.
Amy and I planned this weeks in advance. So don't you feel like an ass now?
No, skeptical Dave is skeptical as shit.
Mhm. This is planned weeks in advance. Okay.
Okay, well, truth be told, no, it wasn't.
Damn you, Amy.
All right. Sorry, but no, Cass and I were actually supposed to be in the same location again this week. However,
But
stupid COVID happened again. And so I'm going to have my rant of the week and I'll make it quick. But for anybody out there that doesn't think COVID is real, go fuck yourself.
wow. Tell us what you
Wait,
really think, Amy.
I thought it was all supposed to disappear today. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
thought it was,
yeah,
I thought it was
no.
all gone.
No,
No,
it's after the
influencing the
election.
vote.
After.
So
Oh, it's waiting
again-
for the counts too.
So again, I have been possibly exposed, so I am self-quarantining, waiting for my results. Had to get my brain poked for the third time. Not happy about it, but I'm doing the responsible thing. So I just told Cass that no, just do it from your house. And honestly, I mean, if I get it, Jeremy gets it. So
That's why
Right.
I'm my alcohol cleanse for the week.
You're sounding- We're not hearing you really good, Jer.
Oh,
There we go.
Really?
Now I can hear you.
oh
I don't think he was saying anything bad anymore. Anyway.
Yeah. Ah.
I'm just saying that I do my alcohol cleanse each day, and I hear alcohol kills viruses, so I should be good.
There you go. Drink your bleach
Maybe
and you'll be
maybe that's why
fine.
we haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Not supposed to drink the bleach, you're supposed to bathe in it.
I'm telling you, I got exposed at work 2 weeks ago and I had to go get tested. Amy got exposed like 4 times over at work.
I'm so sick of it.
Now,
So,
Dave
Dave
was
got exposed a couple days ago.
possibly,
Dave-
yeah.
It's just been absolutely
It's-
insane. This time around seems worse. It really does.
Well, and it's not even necessarily this time around because I mean, let's be real. It's not like this is a second
It
wave.
didn't stop.
This is just still the wave. Like this
It
is
went
just-
like,
yeah.
no, we're on the up curve of another wave.
It's just people are dumb. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, there are quite a few people that I know in my circle that have either tested positive or have been exposed to it. over the past couple of weeks, and it's super shitty. Like, and several of them are on ventilators and crap, and that's not cool.
Yeah. No, that's very serious. And, for a little while there, like I had even started going, back out to the bar, always following protocol, wearing my mask, 6 feet apart from people, but never going anywhere that was busy. Always,
Yep.
But like,
and it was probably safe, but like right now, the way we don't know how fast it really is exploding.
right.
It's going pretty quick. Yeah, I'm not going to no bars.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. I stopped
I gotta
going.
tell you,
A couple months ago, yeah, we was probably all right.
Yeah, well,
For what
I
we were
stopped
doing.
going about three or 4 weeks ago.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Because I started seeing an uptick in like, how many people were getting it. And even when
Right.
I'm going to these bars where there's like nobody within, 60 feet of me, I still don't want to like chance it. I'd rather sit at home and know that I'm safe,
But you know what? So many of us who still have to work through this.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept telling my husband, I'm like, I'm not going to get it from going to some small restaurant that has nobody in it. What I'm going to get it from is exposure.
Customers.
Yeah.
So,
Or
and that happened to
coworker.
me. But you know what? I got to tell you, and this is why I'm a firm advocate, wear a freaking mask, because my manager had it a couple weeks ago. I met, and well, not my manager, but the manager of a place I was at, she had it. And I sat in her office for 10 minutes talking to her, but we were both wearing masks.
And you didn't get it.
And then I found out a few days later, she tested positive. Like 5-6 days later, she popped positive. So I ran out and got a test done because I sat there for 10 minutes in the same office as her. But
Right.
like I said, we were both wearing masks. I did not test positive, and here I am a week and a half after that, and I'm still fine.
Right.
Which, thank God, because, I spent the time, I've been around my grandson who's only 2 months old, things like that. So it's a big concern for me. But I'm telling you, wear a mask, be smart. And that's
Don't
what
be a
kills me. You
retard.
just got to be smart, people. Just wear a mask, wash your hands. Don't be stupid.
Carry around a little thing of hand sanitizer. Like that's
Yes.
what I do. So even if I'm not by a sink, if I touch a door or I touch something
Yeah.
that, might have somebody else's cooties
This
on
virus.
it. I'm like,
And I talked to a specialist. That's what he did for a living, was he did, contamination, things like that. And he even told me this virus is not a hard virus to kill.
yeah. But
You just gotta be smart.
right.
And that's the problem. We don't
And
have a lot of
therein
smart
and
people
that's
around
the
here.
problem. Yeah.
Right. But as we're recording this, the world's kind of showing how stupid it can be. So,
Oh yeah, the world's blowing up around us. So cheers to us.
Yes.
Well, we keep our head about us when nobody else wants to.
Yes.
And wear a motherfucking mask, people.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Hey, you know what? I'm drinking I had anxiety today all day. This is helping. So
Right.
yay.
Wait, so I gotta tell you on that note with the whole COVID thing. I know Halloween this year was such a dud year. And most of the time I don't want to talk about dud things because it's just no fun. But seriously, I mean, I know some people had like tons of trick-or-treaters. I went over Amy's on Halloween. So Amy, how many compared to normal years?
Oh, probably a third, if that. I mean, and that's being generous.
Yeah, we got somewhere between maybe 60 and 75 trick-or-treaters.
And normally you get 3 times that, huh?
Yeah, like
Normally we give out one piece to each kid and we run out of like 300 pieces of candy. So
So
Well,
that's what.
I mean,
just-
everybody was being safer this year. I mean, people are afraid, and you don't want. And it was really cool because, I was at Amy's too, and like the guy across the street built one of those chutes,
Mhm.
so like he could drop the candy in and stay like away, and like Amy had a bowl set out with individually bagged like candy, so nobody had to touch anybody,
Right.
nobody had to go near anybody. So people were trying, and
I do have to say, I did notice even the kids were aware that they
Mhm.
weren't digging through looking for different bags.
They just-
The bag that they touched, they picked up.
Mhm.
So kudos to those parents for talking to the kids.
yeah,
And major props to those kids for being responsible, because I had all young kids. I didn't have this year. It was all little kids. And I thought
Right.
the little kids
Oh,
did
yeah.
great.
we didn't have
did.
Yeah.
early
Amy,
Or
really quick,
don't
do you have any candy left?
I have tons.
Can you leave some so tomorrow when I come on your
Do you want me to
porch
put some? Yeah, I'll
can you
put some
leave
on
me a
my
little bit of
porch for
candy?
you when you pick up your
Yeah,
stuff.
because I grabbed a few bags, but it wasn't enough. I need a little more candy.
Yeah, my mom actually called me tonight. She was like, "Are you coming over this weekend? I miss you." And I was like, "As long as my test comes back negative, I'll
Right.
be over." And I was like, "I have tons of candy to leave for all your grandkids." So yes, it's all going there because I don't need to be eating it. That's for sure.
Right. So on that note, though, now I know that they're putting restrictions on gatherings now.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's the numbers you've heard last for that?
I'm hearing 10.
Okay.
So my question
Recommended
is
or
like,
trying to
now,
enforce?
So
here's my
yes,
question though, like
then-
Thanksgiving's coming up.
well, so that then you've got restaurants that are down to tables can have no more than 6 people at them.
Yep.
Contact tracing has been enabled, which people are losing their urban loving mind about, which is dumb. And laughably, California, I think, came out with the strictest dumb shit about Thanksgiving, where you're not supposed to have not supposed to be more than 10 people, not supposed to be more than 3 households. So like if you're going to see your mom and like it's you and then like your mom and dad and then like your sister can come over, but screw your other brother.
Sorry.
And
That's just it. That's one thing is I have 5 kids. One still lives with us, but the other 4 don't.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, you'd be screwed just to get your kids around here.
it sounds
Right.
like it's
Oh.
it sounds like it's a Zoom's giving is what I'm hearing.
Zoom's giving.
My immediate family is my immediate family. That's my mom, my sisters, their spouses and kids. It's 17 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my sisters and nieces and nephews and my sister's spouses. Is 17 people. So my mom actually called me tonight and she was like, "What are we going to do about Thanksgiving, this and that? Where are we going to have it?" I said, "Listen, as long as no one's tested COVID, I know everybody in my family has been super safe. Both of my sisters are working from home. Kids haven't been in school."
Right.
I said, "As long as there's no positive testing going on in the family, I'm going to my mom's. I'm sorry, I'm not doing what I did on Easter. I'm not going to sit here with just Jeremy and I love you to death. Don't get me wrong. But no, I'm spending the effing holidays with my effing family. And I'm not going to sit here by myself with my husband and my dogs. Like,
Now, are you afraid that, like, I've heard that people are turning their neighbors in for having people over and stuff like
no,
that?
that's why
Well, that's not going to happen around here.
that's why I did. Honestly, that is why I said we'll go to my mom's because my mom is very close to her neighbors.
There you go.
We're all close. We communicate. I mean, her neighbors were invited to our wedding.
Karen,
You know,
Karen's everywhere.
so
Right?
I highly
That's
doubt.
what my concern is.
But to
And then you'll see Amy in a fight with a cop for the very first time in her life. Like,
I'm gonna
I would
speak.
love to see that. I want to be there and YouTube it.
I'm going to speak on behalf of those people that do call people out because I'm sorry. I like my neighbors. They're nice people, but if they have 50 people over at their house is so close to mine. If I'm in my backyard and they have like 40 people or 50 people in their backyard, hell, if they have 10 people in their backyard, I'm in danger of getting sick from those people. So
So you just turn on a big fan and blow it away.
fuck that. I'm sorry. Like,
Leaf
I'm
blower.
sorry. That's me personally. I'm not that, I would never, I don't want to have to be that person. I don't think anybody would ever I don't think I'd ever be in that position, but I'm sorry if I feel really uncomfortable. Like if it'd have to be like a really big gathering.
I can get it if it's a bunch of randos, but with
Right.
the neighbors that my
Right.
mom has, they know who her kids and her grandkids are. We're there
Mhm.
doing her yard work. You know, we take out her trash. We're there all the time. They see our
Yeah.
faces. They know who we are.
And that's a
And if
whole
somebody wants
different.
to call the cops on because she just has her kids and grandkids over, then that's a problem. That's a Karen.
No, and
Yeah.
I can respect that because that's a different dynamic than like what mine is here. So, and like if I was super close with my neighbors and they had just their family over, I wouldn't care. Like
Oh,
that's
well,
your
I get that.
family, whatever.
I
you
was
know.
worried about my neighbors feeling some kind of way just for having my small group of people, like under 10, hanging out in my backyard. Like, I don't know how they are, that we're still new to the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they going to complain? Are they going to like judge us? I don't think that they'd call the cops, but are they over there secretly judging us? Because
If they
I'm always
are
secretly
fuck 'em.
judging everybody. I don't know about you guys, but just saying, you know.
I'm sorry. Were we
you
supposed to be? I
secretly
was gonna say,
judge
were
people?
we supposed to be judging secretly? Like I
Right.
missed that memo.
Oh yeah, I missed that memo. I thought you were pretty not secretive about it, but
Well, you know, there are times.
Yep. Only on days that end in Y. Yeah.
all right. So
So
first drunken confession, because it's been way too long.
bring
We haven't
it.
done one yet. And
Yes,
I, off the top of my head, with the COVID numbers going up and everything, do you find your alcohol intake increasing this last month?
No, mine are the lowest they've been, other than over the last week. And that has a lot to do with the election stress, moving stress. I have so much going on. And so for me, like the last week, I drank like 3 times, which is a lot for me in a week. I usually drink once a week, like my fun night. You know, I have one fun night a week. So I was drinking way more earlier in the pandemic, I think, because adjusting to, you know, how like adjusting to not being able to go anywhere and like being bored after 2 weeks sitting at home. I was like, I can just drink wine whenever I want. Nobody cares, you know?
Yeah, I think there was a few times in March you're like, 11 o'clock, let's Zoom and drink.
Yep. I mean, why not, right?
We were all
Actually-
home. Jeremy still had to work, and he came home at like 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm wasted. I'm like,
Are you freaking drunk?
No.
guys,
Sorry.
morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
that
mean, and
explains it.
actually, I was having that conversation with somebody just in the last couple of days where like ever since we stopped doing those, you know, the 3 and 4 times a week Zoom sessions, I've been drinking less.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know, it was the thing to do, you know, sit on Zoom, have some drinks, yada, yada, yada. And that was a thing. And since we stopped doing those, that hasn't been, yeah.
I think now that we're adjusting, I think even though it's going back on the uptick or whatever, I think that now that most of us have adjusted to it, I mean, I don't know. What about you guys?
I personally think I'm drinking less. I'm not doing it for a while there. I was cracking a beer every night at least. I'm not doing that nearly anymore. I mean, Halloween, I got shit faced. We all know that, and that's no secret.
We all got shit faced. It was fun.
But I swear to God, I was hungover Sunday and Monday and did not have anything to drink.
Wow, a 2-day hangover?
I'm
That's-
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm telling you, this age thing, this getting old is for the birds.
Your liver was like, what the fuck did you do,
I
Amy?
think my whole body was like, why did you drink that Long Island iced tea?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was
It's the
strong.
great.
I am so glad I only drank half a glass and stopped with that shit.
Oh yeah, that was probably smart.
Yeah. That's sugary. So Cass, have you been drinking more or less?
Actually, I think I'm still about even. Only because it's not even the COVID thing with me, like you, Steph. I just got a new house. I spent 2 weeks living in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So I was drinking quite a bit because it's like, how the hell am I supposed to fall asleep?
Right.
So that, but the only reason I've been drinking a little bit less is because of my medications that the doctor put me on. I know this sounds stupid. I busted my knee when I fell with the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to see the doctor because my insurance denied me getting an MRI. So now I have to jump through all these other hoops. So I had to get another x-ray and I went to see my doctor. Now I have to go to physical therapy. I have to go to a orthopedic surgeon. So they switched up my medication. They're trying to wean me off the naproxen because it messes with your stomach and all this other. So I'm like all over the place with like this stupid.
Your
weed.
body is just a hot mess right now. It's
Wait,
just
telling you.
they gotta
all-
wean. They gotta wean you off of naproxen.
Well, he doesn't want me taking it. It messes with your stomach, and
Oh, I
I'm a
know that.
drinker. So you have that plus being a drinker. I'm gonna end up with an ulcer. And I'm already taking Prilosec for the past 7 years
Oh.
straight.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens after 30.
After
Middle
40,
one,
40,
hang out.
after 40, honey.
Fall apart.
No, hold on. Let me
Maybe
finish
for
my
you,
sentence,
it didn't
please.
start for me till I was in my
I
40s.
ain't taking Prilosec every day.
Dave, well, no one's talking to you.
Then stop making sweeping generalizations about what happens after 40.
Dave?
Wow. I
Dave?
just heard a bunch
one
of
likes you.
crickets. And I saw some daggers.
No one's liking you right now, Dave.
All right, so I have I'm changing
Melanie.
the subject. I have a really funny story that I've been meaning to tell you guys. And I keep forgetting.
You never asked Jeremy his question. Jeremy never answered.
Oh yeah, for the last 10 days I've been way down on it drinking. I can't really smell it or taste it anymore, so it's not as fun to me.
It's the COVID.
Nice. Jackass.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, now I know why we skipped Jeremy. Feel free to skip him with every other question from now on.
No, you gotta come across me.
You asked for it. That's my husband's.
I was trying to be nice, Jeremy. I was trying to be nice, trying to be cool. But yeah, F off.
All right. So what's your funny story, Ames?
Okay, I don't know if it's just me that finds this hilarious, but I'm hoping you guys find this hilarious too. So you know how they have those bus benches, like on so there's a bench on Allen and Goddard, and I'm making a left-hand turn, and it's on Goddard, so I'm making a left-hand turn onto Goddard, and from the angle I'm looking at, it looks like it says Amy Power. And I'm like, hell yeah.
So like that was your inspiration. You saw that shit and you were like,
I know,
fuck
and I
yeah,
was
Amy
like,
Power.
fuck yeah. And you know what happened in my head was like a combination of She-Ra and He-Man going, Amy Power. So I'm cracking myself up. And as I do it, after I look at it, it actually said the number 4, my power. Well, so it was really 4, my power, but when you looked at it the right way, it looked like an A, not a 4. So I swear to God, for the last week, every time I make that turn, I see Amy Power, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is the inspiration I need every fucking day.
Every day you make that
Good
turn.
for you.
That's
You
right.
you gotta take it where you can, man.
I'm not taking any other way home. Amy
That's
Power.
right by
Oh
my new house. So you can
Yeah,
always
I
swing
know.
by once I move in for like a drink or whatever. Just it's right there.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna be able
so
to ride
now
my
we all live in
bicycle
the
to your
same,
house.
except for Dave. We all live in the same city.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
And Amy and I actually live on the same street.
Yep.
Scary.
Just 2 miles apart.
Not only does she stalk me on Google Maps, now she moved onto my street.
Right.
Bitch, you know it. You can run, but you can't hide.
I feel like this is how a scary movie starts.
Oh, so
Yeah,
my daughter,
Amy and I-
my daughter does that to me all the time. She's always like, Mom, where are you? Why are you here? Why are you at the hospital? Yesterday, she's like, why are you at the hospital? Because we do the Google share, and she's always like stalking me, my youngest. And I'm like, because I had to get an x-ray on my knee because my stupid insurance wants a 4th x-ray on my knee before they'll approve stuff. So I had to go to the hospital and get the x-ray. And so I'm like, that's why. Well, then my stepdaughter comes over the other day. She goes, yeah, I was wondering why you were at the hospital yesterday. I'm like, what the hell? All my kids stalk me now because of Google, and I stalk Amy.
Well, they love you.
Yeah,
They're
see,
just
I love
making
you,
sure
Amy.
you're okay.
I stalk Amy, and see, it's a sign of love, Amy.
It is.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I feel like that's what all stalkers say.
Well,
Yes, totally.
Again, I feel like this is the start of a horror movie.
Single white female.
Yes,
I don't have dark hair with purple.
Yet
but
yeah.
I do.
the night is young.
It could happen. Maybe I should go dark.
I don't know. We already look like we're related, so you know.
and I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really?
Maybe we
No,
should
they do.
just-
They
You look
look
like cousins.
No, they look like sisters.
Well, like I said, we look related. Like we look like we're. I didn't say how we looked related, but we look like we're family.
Yeah.
We have, you know, we just do.
People say it all the time when they see
That's why
pictures
when
of
we
us. They
take a
always think
picture
you
with
and I
the-
are.
When
Yeah.
we take a picture with the three of us, I always
Yeah.
have to be in the middle.
Yep. So
Because everyone always says, "Oh, is that your sister? Is that your cousin? Is that your whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no,
we
Well.
just friends.
we are." That's
Fucking
why we're
blunt.
friends, though.
Yeah.
Friends finds water finds its own level,
There we go. There we go.
right?
Or in this case, alcohol.
Yeah. Cheers to that. So my good news of the day, which is this is really stupid and off topic, but
we love it.
I'm
Go ahead.
sharing it anyway because we don't have a plan for today's
Well,
show.
no, we don't. It's shit show.
Yeah.
So go for it.
So I've been updating my skincare routine, and I found this this brand of skincare that I really like that I've been using. It's a serum, a moisturizer, and an eye cream, and it's like a vitamin C radiance booster, and it's like Ole Henriksen, I think is what it's called. Whatever. So I really like it. I've been using it for 3 weeks, so I decided to get their night cream set, which is like a retinol alternative, and it keeps you from getting like fine lines and all this other crap. And I'm like, I don't need wrinkles, so I'm gonna just try this. Like, let's see if this prevents some wrinkles. So I got the serum, the moisturizer, and this like mask that you like rub on your, like you rub it on and it changes color when it's ready to come off, and it's supposed to like make your skin look like really fucking fabulous.
I
So-
feel like you should videotape this process. Not
Yeah.
like live or anything, but videotape it, and then we'll edit it and make
I
it
think
look
all
phenomenal.
three of us should do this,
Yeah.
Amy. I think the three of us should do this whole mask thing on video.
I don't
but
know.
go
Every
on,
time I do a face mask, I break out.
That's the
It
point.
does, depending on what kind
That's
it
what's
is.
supposed to happen.
It pulls out all
It
the
pulls
impurities.
everything to the surface.
Yep. So
Well-
whenever I give myself a facial, like the whole step process, my skin. Dave.
Jeremy, shut your mouth. Dave, shut your mouth. I know what both
Pervert.
All
of
this
you are
stuff, I
thinking
love
right
it's
now.
amazing. It gives me pimples.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was
No,
I
it-
know
I
what
think
the
we
both of you are
totally
going
just-
with
I just had a funny
David,
thought come in my head.
Jeremy.
that's all.
Shut your whore mouths. Steph
Yeah.
is talking.
I'm
Let
almost
Steph
done.
finish.
I'm just really excited to try it. I've been a lot of people on like Facebook always ask me like what I use on my skin because I have like pretty good skin, and I'm like, well, A, it's genetics, B, I stay out of the sun, so mostly
Right.
it's that, but there's other stuff you can do. And I think what I'm going to do is I don't want to make like a YouTube channel because I think I don't really want to do that. I think it's too time consuming, but I think once I figure out what works for me, I'm going to make a list and like post the product and like how to use it, because it took me forever to figure out what was good for my type of skin. It took a lot of research, and I like want to make it easy for people. So
See,
I'm
I'm lucky.
excited to try something new.
I'm lucky. With me, I swear to God, it's just genetics. I don't use, well, when I wash my face, I just use Clinique, but honestly, 9 times out of 10, I go to bed with makeup on my face. I don't wash it at night. I don't do shit. So I'm really lucky. I have really good complexion because it's just genetics. And that's why I always say, I think
the makeup sucks, the alcohol out of your pores. And it
I'm
cleans
sure
it
that's what
as
it
it
is,
comes
Jeremy. I'm sure that is 100% what it is.
out.
Right.
It's scientifically proven,
Actually,
man.
I actually have like a really great complexion, and I don't do any kind of regimen or anything. I'm actually really lazy.
My grandmother, I grew up watching her do her beauty routine, and my grandmother
Yeah,
was
my
like,
mom used to do the oil volée.
she was it was so
Mhm.
fun watching her when I was a little girl, because she just had like all these steps and all these fancy good smelling creams, and she always looked so beautiful, and she always so when I was little, I just grew up knowing like that's when I have money to afford stuff, I'm getting like all kinds of face creams and lotions, and because her skin was just gorgeous. When
Mhm.
she passed, she was in her 70s and she looked 20 years younger.
Yeah.
And again, it's genetic, but she also just, made sure to take care of herself too.
Yeah, you do have a level of taking care of yourself. Like I do certain moisturizers every morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta tell you, so I honestly, I'm gonna go get Botox soon.
There's something wrong with Botox though. I think a lot of people like rip on people, but you know
Oh,
what?
hell no. I'm saving up for a facelift and this and that. Fuck it. I'm all about plastic surgery. I have no problem with that.
I agree. If it makes you happy,
Yeah.
as long as you're doing it for you.
Some people grow old gracefully. I'm fighting that shit every step of the way.
You're Joan Riversing it.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck yeah.
You're just gonna get that
step
shit.
of the way. Yeah.
That's a little extreme. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Cher is really into plastic surgery, but she looks good though.
Oh my God.
Whoever
Cher
does
is like
her
amazing.
surgery, whew,
Yes.
good Lord.
Oh, I know. Her and Keanu Reeves, neither one of them age.
Well, and I don't think he's had plastic surgery.
No,
I
he's
think
he's just an angel. He's like he's a living
Constantine,
angel.
yeah, right?
He's a living angel, and he's like the best person in the world and the hottest man alive. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And if you ever get a chance to Google Keanu Reeves with puppies.
I just watched that today.
Yes.
He's definitely on my free pass.
Oh, he is the top of my list.
Yeah.
He could very possibly be the most lethal actor too.
Is he on the top of your list too, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
Keanu can get it.
He could be a
Keanu can get
predator
it.
for sure. He's a very kind person, but he could definitely kill a lot of people quickly.
I don't think you understood the question, but that's okay.
Oh, it's fine.
That made it funny.
Yeah.
I like Keanu.
I
Isn't
feel
that the
like
question?
I feel like if I came home and I told Jeremy I cheated on you after 18 years, I cheated on you, but it was with Keanu Reeves, Jeremy would be like, okay.
Like, I can't blame you.
You didn't
Like,
wait for me?
Taking a vacation to Hollywood.
Jeremy would be like, I want to tag team that shit.
Whoop, whoop.
Ill.
What? Just saying.
Ew.
Could happen.
That doesn't
Could happen.
why do you always have to go so dark?
She's starting
Really?
to blush. Did you see
All
her
right.
try to cover her face?
So-
Ah.
So
Aw.
after how many years of friendship? Wait. 10 years of friendship, you're asking me why I have to go so dark?
Yeah, what like always. You always have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, this one time I
It's
Eiffel Towered with Keanu Reeves.
Just so you know, it's not something I can
Okay.
control.
So next Drunken Confessions, I'm not gonna be on it. I'm done.
Maybe okay.
Live.
Really?
Speaking of drunken confessions, we should do one right now.
Sure, I don't have any, so somebody has to make one up.
All right.
I told
Cool.
you this was a
But
shit
we are
show.
completely winging this one.
Yeah.
I tried to warn you guys. I did not do anything. I've had too much shit going on in my life. And Cass ignored me all day, so.
All right, no. I did not ignore you all day. I only ignored you the last 2 hours. And for the record, our last drunken confession, I actually have planned.
Planned.
So I actually put an effort last time.
Red Brom.
And just tell everybody else about your plan.
No.
All right, Drunken Confession.
All right. I'm thinking of something.
Okay, what is the best thing that has happened to you in the last 30 days?
New house.
I finally got a closing day for my house after months of stressing out about it. So I guess I'd have to go with that. It's this Friday. Woohoo.
Right? I
2
don't have
days.
syphilis.
Yeah. No syphilis.
That was oddly specific.
Okay, so here the best things happened to me for as quarantined as we have been and as much time we have spent. We're still not pregnant. We're doing something wrong.
Jeremy's like, I'm with you on that one.
All right,
Dave.
Dave.
I'll go the safe route and say the currently stated election results. I'll go with that.
There we go. Thank you, Michigan.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So-
Michigan.
the pregnant thing, it was so funny. So I went and got my x-ray on my knee yesterday, and they come in and they put this big, huge metal thing over my stomach. And I'm like, I take it and I rip it off and I hand it to him. I'm like, I had a hysterectomy 2 months ago. Take it away.
I want to see what's going on now.
Automatically assume that you could be pregnant. I'm like, there is absolutely no way on God's green earth I'm gonna be pregnant.
0.0.
I'm like, just get this stupid
Honestly-
fucking thing off of me.
Honestly, if you could end up pregnant, you have a mighty good lawsuit on your hands.
Well, I don't know too many people who can get pregnant without a uterus.
Well, unless if they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Did they let
Right.
you bring it home? No. So you don't know.
Did you see proof? Are you sure you don't have a uterus? Hello.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dave. So when my son got his foot amputated, he was pissed that they would not let him keep his foot.
Well,
I
hell
would
yeah.
be too. That's my body part.
It's
Right.
considered hazardous material. They will
I
not
want
let
it
you
in a
keep it.
jar floating and putting it on my
He wanted to
fireplace
keep his
mantle.
foot so he wanted to keep his foot so bad, and they would not let him keep
It's
it.
my foot. Give
I
me my
mean,
foot back.
When you
What
have
I-
your car work done, it's you get to get the parts back if you want them. I mean,
And well,
When
and
you get
also,
parts removed, it's considered hazardous material, and they burn it.
what I think is really unfair about that is that people have all sorts of like oddity stuff that like human skulls, body parts, animal parts, all that, and that's okay, but you can't keep your own foot and like
No.
put it in a jar and seal it with like, to preserve it, and that's a
They
hazard.
refused it. They refused it because he wanted it. He really did. He actually fought for it. He's like, I want my foot.
I would have found
Oh,
a
And,
lawyer.
and the
If I-
doctors
if
were
I was
like,
a-
no.
If I was a registered donor, I would be like fighting that shit in court. Like they better
He
still have
tried.
that
He
frozen.
he actually really tried to keep his foot. He
Oh,
wanted
man.
it in a jar or something.
I
They
really
like,
do
no.
have a feeling Jeremy and Mitch would be like BFFs.
No, probably. We'd
You
be
know
cool
what?
together,
He really
yeah.
needs to hang out with my son more because they actually would.
Yeah.
They are like so much alike. It's
I know
ridiculous.
it's scary. Like they would
It
be
is.
total BFFs.
You know what, Jeremy? Go hang out with Mitch. You really need to. So like the next time he's over, you really need to come over and just like
And I like his wife, so we're good.
Oh, that's-
yes. Yeah. You could be BFFs with my son. You two are like
All right. So I know this is kind of morbid, but
unlike
How-
anything else we talk about.
well, how is so Halloween is over,
Hmm.
which is usually it's my favorite holiday. However, I was sick for the last month, so I did not get to decorate or do everything that I'm
And-
used to doing.
And your nieces and nephews didn't come over like they normally do. You didn't have the whole family.
You
Yeah,
just
so it was a different Halloween, but I did not
But you
hate
had
my
me.
Halloween. I'm telling you, I hung out with my bestest friends, so
I
I
was
did
gonna
not
say,
hate.
we
I
tried.
did not hate my actual Halloween. My Halloween night, it was different than the past, but it was a good different. I hung out with my best two girlfriends. I'm happy with how Halloween happened. However, I am disappointed in myself because leading up to Halloween, I did not decorate. I was so sick for so long
Your
that I
whole
didn't.
house was decorated.
No, I didn't do my graveyard outside. I didn't do like half of the stuff I usually do. So
I have one single candle that looks like a Ouija board. That was my decoration.
so my point is
One candle.
I am
And your like whole house was done up, and you're like, yeah, I suck at this shit.
Yeah.
so my
She's
point
like,
is that
I am like the worst person ever.
that's not where I was going with it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So what I was gonna say is that so I'm going to be that person this year that I'm decorating for Christmas this weekend. The tree's going up. It's gonna be nice outside, so I'm putting decorations. I probably won't light the stuff up outside until it gets closer to Christmas, but it's going up.
honestly, with everybody being in quarantine, anything that you can do to make yourself feel good. And I think people in your neighborhood are going to appreciate the Christmas lights and all that because it's something cheerful.
I
I'm
feel
not,
like if my Christmas trees, both of my Christmas trees, because I do too, and I make my house look like Santa's workshop,
aw,
it's going to make me feel better. So I'm going to be that person that the next time you guys come to my house, it's going to look like Christmas threw up.
Hey,
And I apologize.
I'm already drinking for St. Patrick's Day, so you do you. Whatever,
Ah.
whatever makes you happy.
So I got a question. Here's a little drunken confession or question. So
I feel like that was
yard
her
ornaments.
confession.
Yard ornaments. Yard ornaments.
Yarnament? I've heard of yarnament.
Yard ornaments.
Okay, what about them?
All right. So I told my husband this year, I'm going one of two ways. Either I'm going the really cute little deers that are lit in the front yard, or I'm going with a giant abominable Bumbles.
ooh, like a Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bumbles, from Rudolph. Bumbles
From Rudolph,
Mhm.
the Misfit
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, all right. And I told Tom, you have a choice. Are we going nice,
Simple,
3 deers?
classic, couple of
or are we
deers.
going giant abominable? He
I
goes,
go big
he
or go
says,
home.
I really don't care. You do what you want. And I'm like, game on, motherfucker. Because
She's
but
gonna
now
have
I'm
both.
like,
She's gonna put half of her yard classic and half of her yard
so
Misfit
this is
toys.
what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so what are your feelings about the big blow up crazy?
I hate the blow up ones. That's just me. I don't like the blow up decorations. I like the classic decorations. However, my classic decoration is a Dotson dressed as Santa in a sleigh.
Toby Doo.
Yeah, it's basically Toby in a sleigh. It's my lights outside with Christmas trees. But I don't like, even for Halloween, I don't like the blow up stuff. I that's just me though.
See, I think they're great when other people do them. I just I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with the headache.
Yeah, I like I've seen the people that do like the cool snow globes
Yep.
that have like the fans in them and then the snow's like blowing around. Like I think those are really cool. I personally I don't decorate for Christmas. I'm not a big I like spending the time with my mom and stuff on Christmas, but I am not Christmas for me has always just been I have 80 million things I have to do and I'm spending way too much money and I don't want to do either of those things. So Christmas is just kind of like to me.
Well,
But
and I am very similar to you, Stephanie, and that I think that's why I want to decorate early because I want to enjoy it this year.
yeah.
Last
Now-
year it snuck up on me. I think I had my house decorated for like 2 weeks last year.
Yeah.
So with me though, I have all my kids and now I have grandkids. So with me, they all come over to my house on Christmas. I make a huge spread. It just, to me, Christmas is everything.
Well,
That's my
yeah.
holiday because I have my kids, my grandkids, my stepkid, all of them come together. And so for me, Christmas is huge. So that's why with me, I'm like, all right, so I'm going to be bringing my tree up soon. I'm going to be decorating. I'm going to be doing this, that, and the other thing. So I'm like, what do I want to do out front? You know what I mean? So it's just kind of one of those things. That's why I put it at you guys. So what do you think I should do? Whether I should do the giant abominable or do you think I should do the deer? Because my husband's actually no help whatsoever.
It's whatever you want to do, honestly.
I think the giant abominable only because this year, with all of us being confined to our homes, a lot of people will drive around neighborhoods looking at lights.
Yes.
And decorations. And I think a lot of kids would really get a kick out of a giant inflatable abominable, in your
Plus,
yard.
it's
I
my
think that
first
would be-
time here too.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think it'd
giving
be
my
really
neighbors
cool.
Quite the impression of me,
There you go. Well, yeah, make a big impression, Cass. It's you, right?
right?
Go big or go home, as Dave said.
I think it's going to be amazing if no one else in her neighborhood does anything outside, and then there's her.
I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care.
No. I truly think it would be amazing if nobody.
Nobody does shit, and you just had this huge thing, like woohoo!
Well,
the gingerbread house,
right?
And that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. So Christmas parties. I'm still having my Christmas party this year. It's not going to be. My Christmas parties are like insanely crazy with how many people that come.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still having a Christmas party this year.
Cool.
So I hope you all come.
I think by then, as long as
we have to revisit that the week before or 2 weeks before.
Yeah,
I kind of play that one by ear.
Yeah,
right. I would say,
if it was last year, I'm like, oh, I'm down. I'm totally helping you with this. But with COVID, it's just like, I really hope we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can do this, I'm going to be there with bells on, literally. Yeah. But we got to see where we're at.
I think we'll do maybe we'll do a live video.
We'll do a virtual ugly sweater party.
Zoomsmas. Drunken Confessions.
That'd be fun. I like it.
All right. Well, I do think it's about time to wrap this shit show 76 up.
Is that like there's like Heinz 57 and then the shit show 76? Like, are those related at all or no?
Yes,
they're cousins. They're distant cousins.
Yeah.
Well, we got 3 segments. We got COVID, hair, and Christmas. That's pretty good.
You mean skin? Not hair, but
yeah.
That too, yeah.
He tried. He
did.
He talked about hair and skin.
He tried.
Oh, we got 4 segments in. Oh,
what? Foreskin?
Foreskin.
All right.
Nope,
and on that note, y'all.
All right, guys. So we will be back in 2 weeks, hopefully with a better show. We won't be.
No guarantees, though.
Nope, no promises.
We have to do our cheers.
Maybe we won't be as stressed out, and who knows?
We're gonna play a game.
Who the hell knows what's gonna happen 2 weeks from now?
We'll have a game in a couple weeks. We're gonna have a game.
All right. So cheers, Cash. You have the cheers.
I do.
All right. Raise your drinks.
All right. Here's to never sweating the petty stuff and never petting the sweaty stuff.
Amen. Cheers to that.
Wait a minute.
Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
But
Dave's got so many problems with that. Okay, moving on.
All right.
For 2 weeks. Write it down.
All right, Dave, come on. Do the outro.
Bye.
Everybody, thanks again for listening to our show tonight. If you want more information, you can find it at facebook.com/My Drunken Confessions.